Hi guys, welcome to episode 10 of my project mini build. Today I'm going to try and clean up as many of the seams as possible, grinder permitting, as long as it carries on working. My new brushes for it haven't arrived yet, so I just have to get as far as I can with it. It'd be quite nice to get at least some of the seam sealer on today. It'd be nice to do it all in one go, but to at least get some of it on so that it can be drying. I quite like to try and stone chip for next week, just because the weather's quite nice at the moment. I think it should dry quite nicely. I will insert a clip after this showing you the front subframe. I've sanded it all down, primed it, painted it. Just got one more coat to do. That's looking really good. It's not a professional job. If it starts to rust, which I think it probably will do, when the car's next off the road, maybe next winter or something, I might get it powder coated, blasted and powder coated, but that's not a job for now. I've got too many other things to do at the moment, so I will do that. It's plenty good enough for what I need at the moment, so I'm happy with it. My new reconditioned top arms turned up. They look absolutely wonderful. So I think I've got everything now to build up the front subframe, give or take a few engine mounts and things like that, but that's not necessary at the moment. So I'll hopefully make a start on that today or maybe tomorrow. Still got all the front hubs and everything to clean up, brake calipers to rebuild. I've got all new pistons, seals, everything to go in those. So that's another job for another day. I guess I'll just see how far I can get. It's a really hot day again today, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do in the garage because it's particularly warm in here. I might try and get as much done outside as I can, and I don't know how good the filming will be outside because I know lighting can play havoc with filming and stuff, but I'll do my best to capture what I've been up to. And please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's get into it. So I've prepped most of the seams. There's still going to have to be a few that I have to go back to afterwards because I can't finish those bits just yet. I'm going to have to go back and do some of it anyway when I fit the A panels and that. I can certainly get most of the underside done so that I can then Gravitex all the underside, so then at least I can start. The rest of it can be done with it on its wheels and subframes, which would be quite nice. The main thing is being able to get it off the A-frame, because then I can start playing around with the front end, getting that fitting, finding a way of mounting it and everything. So we'll do that. The sealer I've decided to use is this Soldal car sealer. I've opted to go for the brushable one. I know a lot of people use the Tiger Seal in a caulking gun. I'm not a huge fan of sealings like that in caulking guns when it comes to sort of body panel. As far as I'm concerned, if I could brush it on and get a nice thick seam, I'm going to be far more confident in that than a little bit of Tiger Seal. It's just purely down to personal preference. Might not work. We'll see a couple of years down the line. So here we go. Right, not sure if I recorded any of that because I have a funny feeling my camera was on snapshot mode. Helpful. I've done most of the driver's side on the seal, so I'm just going to carry on the rear and flip the shell over, carry on the other side. Seems to be going on pretty easy. I don't know, we'll see. Doesn't look the neatest, but hopefully the Gravitex will hide a lot of that. At some point, guaranteed to see my tongue out. Guess you guys don't really want to see this. This is much like watching paint dry. So I'll flip my fingers and it'll be done. Well, that's this side done. Time to turn it over and do the other side. Well, that's it for the seam sealer at the moment. I've done almost all of it. As you can see, it's all sealed, all under there, all around there. Not the neatest of jobs. I knew that going into it, but I'm pretty happy that that's gonna be a pretty decent layer of seam sealer. I've still got to do the rear wheel arches, but I'm going to tub those, so I figured there's no point doing those at the moment. I need to do all that welding first and then seal them afterwards. I just wanted to get the underside done so I can then Gravitex most of the underside up to the heel board. All the underside with the subframe goes up to the wheel arches, so at least then I can start putting things back on the underside. The wheel arches, essentially, if I really needed to, I could do them with it on its trolley and off the spit, because I could do with getting it off the spit to mock up the rest of the front end. So that's what I'm working towards at the moment. So I'm going to go and do another coat of paint on the front subframe. I will insert a picture here, hopefully of it finished. Then maybe on tomorrow's episode I might start putting it all together. So fingers crossed it all goes smoothly, and I will see you on tomorrow's episode. Thanks for watching.